Good morning, class. Today we're going to start our unit on the Introduction to Civic Understanding. And for this unit, we're going to do a project instead of just lecture and quiz and test. So what are we going to learn in this chapter? We're going to cover 3 of our Georgia standards that we cover each unit. The first will be that you will learn how to explain the rights of citizens and how they are protected under the United States Constitution. You'll be able to explain the process by which amendments to the Constitution are made, and you'll be able to explain how amendments to the Constitution have helped the United States remain a representative democracy. So, let's brainstorm for a bit. Here I've listed a few responsibilities of citizens. We have the responsibility to vote. Some people think that that's just a right that we have or a privilege that we have, but really that's one of our responsibilities. We need to do that every time there's a vote that we can participate in. We need to obey the law. That means not littering, not speeding, not stealing things from the grocery store. And another really important one is supporting the Constitution, because these are the laws and the things by which the leaders of our country think that it is the best way for our country to be ran. So we need to support that. Although sometimes we don't necessarily agree with everything, we still need to be supportive of their decisions. Some of the freedoms that we have under the Bill of Rights are freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and there are others that we will get into later on. And we'll learn about the amendment process and how you can actually go about making an amendment or a change to the U.S. Constitution. And I've asked here if some amendments have special purposes, and the answer to that is yes. We have special amendments that protect our right to vote and that protect other certain rights that we have as citizens, such as the 12th and 17th Amendments, which we will learn about later on. So, who holds these responsibilities? I want to show you a quick video about this. If it's going to go. Okay, so obviously that video is about saving trees, and that's not what we're talking about in this class. However, it does make a good comparison to what we are talking about. In the video, the man was looking for shade, and he couldn't find that with one leaf. He needed the whole tree to give himself shade. So just like that, we as citizens of the United States all have to participate and all have to fulfill our civic duties, because if only one of us go to the voting poll or to go and serve on the jury, or only one of us do some other civic duty that we have, our country wouldn't really function correctly. So just as the one leaf could not give the man shade, we all have to work together as a country and all fulfill our duties in order for our country to function properly. So, what exactly are we going to make for this project? I don't want us to just do lecture and take quizzes. This is how I want us to do something hands-on. So this is going to be a 2-part project, and the first part is going to be that we're going to make a poster. Okay, I want you to be very organized in your poster and as detailed as you can. I need you to list the following things on your poster, and I'll hand out a worksheet about this, but you need to put the responsibilities of the citizens, our freedoms under the Bill of Rights, the process that we'll learn of how to make amendments, the purpose of specific amendments 12 and 17, list the amendments that protect our right to vote, and any other information that you find throughout your research that you think is interesting. It might be something that we learn in class or something that you learn when you do your research in the computer lab. So, this cut off a little bit on the bottom, but here are 2 buildings in Washington, D.C. I almost gave the answer away, where a lot of civic duty takes place. Can anyone tell me what either one of these buildings are?
The White House?
Yes, this one right here on the right is the White House. Does anyone know what the other one is?
The Capitol?
Yes, it is the United States Capitol building, and in my opinion is the most beautiful building in Washington, D.C.
The good news is, you don't have to go to Washington, D.C. to fulfill your civic duties. You can do them right here in our own town by picking up trash, voting, and one day serving on the jury.
That's exactly right. You can fulfill your civic duties anywhere you want, and that's going to be the second part of our project. We are going to actually go out and fulfill some civic duties. So the last part will be the Friday that you turn in your poster. We'll all go out on the playground, and you will have needed to pick out your favorite civic duty. It could be picking up trash. It could be having a voting precinct. It could be having a state jury and call people on a jury duty to serve. Whatever it may be, but we're going to go out on the playground. We'll be out there for a couple hours after lunch, and we will stage these civic duties and learn how important they are to go out into our community and make sure that we are fulfilling the responsibilities that our Constitution has laid out.